What is going on, everybody? Welcome to a brand new trading tips video. It's going to be a market update going into Black Friday because I haven't been able to upload 2 days in a row of the Trading to Glory, and I especially don't want to do that during Black Friday hype, but very busy. Obviously, I've got college soccer, homework, you know the deal on some days on why I can't upload. But I do have time here to get out a little bit of a market update to keep you guys in the know so you're not going in blind, you're not panicking or anything, hopefully not, but just kind of give you guys 3 things that you can count on going in these next weeks, especially right now because there has been a little bit of buying going on in the past couple of days, and the market's made a little bit of a recovery. Now, it hasn't been significant at all, but you can definitely see there's been a little bit of a rise, and we're going to talk about that. But let's go ahead and start it off with the first thing that you guys should know, which is there will be another drop before Black Friday. So let's go ahead and take a look at some footbin graphs and kind of get into this.
And I run around the town and act like I don't care. So when you see me...
So when we take a look at the Index 100 on Footbin, basically gives you an overall spectrum of the trends on FIFA 18. Now we're looking at the Xbox console, but if you're on PS4, if you're on PC, it doesn't matter. It'll be the exact same trends, just different points in the index and obviously different prices in the game. But overall, the trends are the same. And we saw it at about 80.6 points on Thursday, November 2nd, which was almost 2 weeks ago now. And with that being said, you can see that little bit of a trend downwards in the following weeks. So in those last 2 weeks, we obviously saw the Black Friday hype begin, the selling, and the crash before the crash ultimately. But we do see a little bit of a recovery there in the last 2 days. Now, it did get all the way down to 64 points 2 days ago. But in the last 2 days, it recovered all the way up to about 68, 69 points. Now, obviously not even close to what it was at 80 points, but definitely a little bit of a recovery. Nothing like we will see afterwards, but definitely a recovery nonetheless. But what's going to happen? We need to talk about these 3 things that you can count on. That's what the video is about. So the first thing is that there will be another drop. We're still, as of today, 9 days until Black Friday. This is the earliest that a Black Friday crash has happened in FIFA history, okay? In previous years, the earliest it had ever happened before was a full week before, and normally it's about 3 to 4 days on like that Monday, Tuesday mark before Black Friday when we see the lowest points. And in previous years, there was never a drop this early, so there wasn't going to be another drop. But this year, it's going to be different. There will definitely be a drop because what you can see is people are no longer as liquidated as they were. There are cards in people's clubs. They have already invested, and we are still 9 days away from Black Friday. So going into the first big promotion of the year, you could argue that Halloween was also a big promotion like Black Friday, but Black Friday is just on another level of packs and deals and FIFA points, and so much is going on in the game. So we cannot possibly see this rise continue to stay for 9 more days leading up to a big promotion like this. It's obviously not going to happen. If you are, you know, an advanced trader or an investor, you're going to see that obviously it can't keep this trend going for 9 days straight. So we will see another drop. Now, I'm not sure. I can't tell you the exact severity of the drop. It depends on the panic. It depends on if people big YouTubers are uploading videos still, Managed Gamer, Bates, and Nepenthes, stuff like that. You can't tell the severity. All you got to know is prices will drop again. So do you want to be buying now? No, today's not the time to buy, unless you are looking at cards like Lukaku, who have brought the index down about 1.5 points today. So it's gone from about 68, 69. It's down to like 66.5, 67 now. It's not the lowest point it's been, but it's getting closer to the lowest point it's been again. But we look at Lukaku, who I mentioned in the Trading to Glory episodes, if you guys have seen those, that he would be cheapest today, whether he got an inform or not. Now, I did not think he would get an inform, I'm not going to lie. But, as you can see, he's now down to 730K. Well, that's pretty normal for him if you haven't checked his price since last week, but he was up to 880,000 coins due to this Team of the Week hype. He even got the Team of the Week card and still dropped to 730,000, which makes me kind of wonder, what would he have been if there was not a Team of the Week card to actually boost his rating? Would that have been lower than 630,000 coins? I think it might have been, but that's besides the point. He is one of the cards that is kind of starting a little bit of a drop on the Index 100. If you take a look at the market momentum, it's down to about 42%. And with that being said, that is 20 points lower than what it was yesterday, and 27 points lower than what it was the day before, or percentage points, that is. Up to 68% in terms of market momentum a couple days ago. So the market's already dropping a little bit. Is this the lowest point? As I said, no. But make sure to keep an eye on the market. We could see it in the next couple days. I've talked to other bigger, established investors and traders through DMs on Twitter. They're kind of projecting that it'll be midweek this week, and well, it already is midweek this week, so keep an eye out. I'm still waiting to really invest. As you guys can see, I do have 1.2 million coins still to invest, so I'm still holding off. I do think I might pick up one of these Lukakus. I'm not too sure yet. I'm going to see how low he does get, but ultimately that's the point one that I want to get across to you guys, that obviously we are going to see another drop in prices before Black Friday happens. Here's a screenshot that I took directly from my Black Friday trading guide. If you haven't seen that full video, go watch it, but we're going to go through this point quickly. But the second thing you can count on with this Black Friday crash is that elite cards will rise by 15 to 30% after Black Friday is over in those following weeks. That's something that is inevitable and you can count on. So, big OTWs like Conte from FIFA 17 obviously rose a ton after Black Friday. He was 305k right before Black Friday started. Once Black Friday started, you can see him starting to go up on a rise, and he was up to over 400,000 coins. That is about 30% of an increase. It's really the same for Desai. He was about 623,000 a couple weeks before Black Friday. He took a little bit of a dip in those days before Black Friday, that Monday, that Tuesday, and then he began to rise. He went from 600,000 all the way up to about 770,000 coins. Same thing for Mkhitaryan, a lower tier card. He went from 24,000 coins a few weeks before, on that Monday, Tuesday before Black Friday. He was down to about 16,000 coins, and then after, he doubled in price, went all the way up to about 30,000 coins, and so that's how it is for any cards of value. Now, obviously, for some cards, they're going to be restricted to their value just based off of SBCs. So, if you've got a center mid like Litmanen, okay, he's not going to be rising in price because he is a icon that is used in the icon SBCs. That's the reason he's up in demand. He's not like a Desai, he's not a Blanc, he's not a Petit, okay? He's used for SBCs. He's not really used in game as much. Obviously, some people surely do use him, but that's not what I'm talking about. So, that is something you guys can count on. I'm not going to go too much farther in depth because I did in my Black Friday guide, so let's go ahead and hop into number 3. But before we do, let's see if we can smash, I don't know, 850 likes on this video. Smash the like button. It's easy, it's free. I mean, it doesn't really help you. I would say help me help you, but it just helps me. But do it anyway, because the third and final thing that you guys can absolutely count on is low-rated gold cards are going to tank in price. And for you guys that don't know what I mean by that, basically they're just going to drop a lot, okay? And so I've just put together a starting 11 of examples of players that are not going to hold their value through Black Friday just because their rating is simply too low. So I didn't go with anybody over 83 rated because obviously those are harder to pack. I was going to throw Bailly in there, but we've got some 83s, some 82s, and some 81s that are going to be packed a ton during those Black Friday promotions and go down in price because the supply is just going to be too high. Now, obviously the 83s are going to hold their value a little bit better than like the 82s and 81s, and you know, as you get lower in price, the harder it's going to be for them to hold their value, but they're definitely going to drop in price. So the first one's Mbappe here, who you can see is going for still about 100,000 coins, and that's an 83 rated card. No chance he goes for 100k once this Black Friday promotion hits. So these lower rated cards are actually going to take those big hits during Black Friday. Gabriel Jesus, even worse, because he's still over 40,000 coins as an 81 rated card. That's going to be rough for Gabriel Jesus. He could drop easily over 10, 15,000 coins. Then we've got Anthony Martial, same kind of thing, still about 40,000 coins, only 82 rated. A lot of these examples are in the Premier League just because of the fact that people use OP, low-rated Premier League players pretty much every FIFA, especially now that they're more focused on like player of the month stuff and everything like that from SBCs. Bakayoko's another example. I picked him up for 8,600. I'm going to be selling him right now for about 11,500. So I'm going to send him to the transfer list right now and get rid of him because he's going down in price. Leon Goretzka, who was over 20k at one point in the game, is now going for like 6,000 to 8,000 coins, but after Black Friday, it'll be like 3,000 coins. Then we've got Mohamed Salah here. He's still going for around 7,000 to 8,000 coins, which isn't too bad, and I could see him recovering to most of his price after Black Friday, but during Black Friday, the supply is just going to be too much for Salah to hold a price of 7,000 to 8,000 coins, but it's actually not too bad, though. For an 83, of all the 83 rated cards, this one's probably not going to drop as much as the Mbappe card, for example, just because the Mbappe is so much more expensive. Then we've got Hector Bellerin. He's 81 rated, and although he's only like 5,000 to 6,000 coins with an 81 rated card, that's not going to stay 5,000 to 6,000 coins. Virgil van Dijk, 83 rated. He's going for about, what was it, maybe 10k right now? Maybe 14,000 coins. We'll go with that. He is obviously going to drop. I could see him less than 10,000 coins. Samuel Umtiti, he's the same rating. He's about half the price, but he's also not from as good of a league for people using him in weekend league and stuff like that. He's obviously used. That's why he's, still 7,000 coins. But once Black Friday hits, there's going to be too many 83 rateds packed, and he'll be put onto the transfer list a lot of those times. So then we've got Alejandro Florenzi and Ederson to finish off the starting 11 of players that are absolutely going to drop in price a ton, and you can count on it just because they're low rated. Now those are just examples. There's a ton of other cards, so if you guys have any cards like that, sell them because they're not going to hold the price. Even though they've probably already dropped a ton, they're still going to drop more just because they're low rated. So those are 3 things that you guys can count on in the Black Friday promotion. I want to thank you guys for 68,000 subscribers. We're on the road to 100k. Be a part of the movement. Subscribe to the channel. Like the video. We're going for, what did I ask for earlier? 850 likes, or I never upload a video ever again. Alright? I might be bluffing, but do you really want to take that risk? Alright? I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.